ready up.
Could you imagine riding one of these through a big city and through traffic and people are in the crosswalks and you're like trying to get through the intersection and you're like, hey, get out of my way, and you pull out a Glock and like shoot at them and stuff? Yeah, you'd go to jail for shit like that. What's up, guys? Rock here. Welcome. It is day number 13 in my countdown to Modern Warfare 3, and we're playing some Spec Ops. This is Modern Warfare 2. This is the mission race. And I actually never gotten 3 stars on this. I had always been able to get the 2. And this was my first successful attempt at getting 3 stars as I race down the hill here. And I'm going to jump the ravine and cross through the green smoke in time to get 3 stars. Yay! And that is my topic for today. Spec Ops in Modern Warfare 3. There I am. Mission successful. Thanks a lot, Ghost. Appreciate the props there as I get my 3rd star. You know, I don't know if a lot of people were like me or not when it came to Modern Warfare 2 as we skip on into some World at War gameplay. Little team deathmatch for you. And I'll get to why I'm playing World at War in just a few moments and what that really has to do with Spec Ops. But I think a lot of people might have been like me when it came to Spec Ops in Modern Warfare 2. I really couldn't be bothered with taking the time out to play them because I felt like I wasn't getting anything accomplished by playing Spec Ops. I mean, it was fun at times, especially if you had a friend to play them with, but I just felt like I should have been playing multiplayer, you know? At that time, I was in the grind, trying to get my prestiges done, and I felt like Spec Ops was just kind of a waste of time. The single-player campaign, I don't look at it that way, because I'm getting something out of that. Usually you're going to get your achievements or trophies if you're on the PS3, and it's something worthwhile that you're doing, whereas the Spec Ops, a few of them would garner you some achievements, but not many. And I just felt like whenever I played Spec Ops, I could have been doing something better. And it wasn't until this game right here, World at War, was the really starting point where we had this extra content in the game. I mean, I guess you could look at COD 4 and say the very last mission, the Mile High Club, if you were able to join that, that was essentially where it started. But this game right here, World at War, is where they really added in extra content at the end of the game to keep you playing besides multiplayer. I'm not talking about multiplayer, but I'm talking about an added addition to the campaign, and that was zombies. You know, you had to finish World at War single player, and then you unlocked the zombies, and then they slowly added to zombies with the DLC updates, map packs, and that they didn't take that route in Modern Warfare 2. They gave you Spec Ops right off the bat, and I think it was a bit more of a distraction than anything because it took away from playing the campaign, it took away from playing multiplayer, and that's kind of my view on this year's Spec Ops as well. In Modern Warfare 3, they're going to change up Spec Ops a little bit. You're going to have 2 different types of Spec Ops this time around. You're going to have a survival mode, and then you're going to have your regular Spec Ops missions, just like you had in Modern Warfare 2. Those don't really care a lot about, but the survival mode, that's kind of caught my eye because I enjoy games like Zombies, Horde, you know, things like that, where you have to survive as many rounds as you possibly can. That's entertaining to me, and it kind of occupies your time a little bit, so I'm kind of looking a little bit more forward to the survival portion of Spec Ops than I am the missions. And the maps that they've given us so far for survival, I don't know if these are concrete or not, but it's looking like we're going to have about 5 maps to start out with in survival, and I have a feeling a lot of your DLC that's going to be released later on in the year, you know, they're promising DLC to be released monthly, and I have a feeling some of those monthly releases are going to be Spec Ops maps. And so far we're going to lead off with the survival mode maps of Carbon, Dome, Radar, Seatown, and Village. And Dome was predominantly featured in your Spec Ops trailer. It was quite a bit, the one with the Juggernaut and all those things dropping from the sky, that was predominantly featured in all your Spec Ops footage. Your mission modes, I'm not necessarily sure what maps they're going to be, because I think they're going to be taken from the single-player campaign, much like Modern Warfare 2 was. And your mission modes for Spec Ops are going to be Civilian Rescue, Flood the Market, Invisible Threat, Little Bros, Out of Africa, No-Fly Zone, and Wingman. And at this point, I don't really know a lot about those missions, because like I say, much of your Spec Ops gameplay has been survival mode based. And I have a feeling that's where a lot of people are going to find your enjoyment in this particular game. What is your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Of the past Spec Ops missions, what were some of your favorites? I kind of like Sniper Fi. That was a fun map, because you got to snipe with the big Barrett 50 cal off the top of that roof. And I really thought about using that as some footage on here, but I'm a terrible sniper, so I didn't want to totally, look lame, even though I am using a sniper gameplay here. I don't know. I do okay when I snipe. I always say I'm a terrible sniper. That way when I pull off a good game like this one here, I look better, right? At least that's how I look at it. Playing with the Springfield here. In Spec Ops, though, I'm going to probably take the same route as I did in Modern Warfare 2. It'll be a secondary thing. Maybe if a group of friends just really don't feel like playing multiplayer, we'll maybe try to play some survival. The only bad thing, it's only 2-player co-op. So it's going to be 2 people. You're going to have to split up. That's another thing I really disliked about Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops. It was only 2 people. If you're going to have co-ops like this, you need to at least have 4. 5 is better, and I'd really like to see one come out with 6, because it's really a shame that maybe you're playing multiplayer as a team of 6, and then you finally decide, hey, let's go play something else like zombies or whatever, and only a certain amount of people can play, and somebody's going to be left out, and somebody has to say, oh, that's okay, you guys go ahead, play without me, it's alright. I'd like to see Spec Ops be at least 4-player co-op instead of this 2-player crap. You got to get with the times, guys. 4-player co-op is really your minimum, and 6 would be nice. I'd really like to see a 6-player co-op come along in the next installment of these games. So Treyarch, if you're listening now, when you go ahead and start planning your next zombies for your next Call of Duty release, let's up it to, say, 6-player. That would be really nice, I think, if we could get an entire game of 6. Just make the maps bigger and put a few extra zombies in there. Problem solved. But Spec Ops for Modern Warfare 3, let me know what you guys kind of think about that. Is this something you think you're going to play a lot of? Or is this something you're just going to kind of pass on by and get right into the meat of the game, which is, of course, multiplayer? That's pretty much what I usually do. But that's it for this part of the game. 25-4 with the Springfield. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 12. Have a fantastic day, everyone.